Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you just momentarily when I left the gym. I made a video talking about the WWE Money in the Bank 2015 pay-per-view, talking all about the ladder match between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. We're going to find out who the actual champion is going to be. Talked about the ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase where you can cash in to become the champion at any time you'd like. Everybody knows the gimmick. Everybody saw at WrestleMania this year, Seth Rollins changed the main event, making it a three-way between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, cashing in to become champion. Everyone who has become the Money in the Bank winner, Mr. Money in the Bank, has become the champion, all besides for Damian Sandow and John Cena. So there is a pretty good track record. If you win this match, you will become champion in the foreseeable future. But little did I know, I forgot to talk about the big match that is on everyone's plates, and that's Kevin Owens going up against John Cena. I will think that at Elimination Chamber, honestly, there was a very awesome match between Kevin Owens and John Cena. Very hard for me not to call this guy Kevin Cena after watching this guy in ROH for so many years and so many people, branding that name in my head. It's going to take me a while to get over this one, especially with his name, having Kevin in it, becoming Kevin Owens. But Kevin Owens getting his debut win over John Cena is huge for this guy. And I know, honestly, you can point to maybe guys like oh shit, what was his name? The Japanese guy that beat him when he was having the feud on TV with him. God damn it. What was Albert's name when he was the Japanese guy? I forgot, but he got a win over John Cena on Monday Night Raw, and everyone saw it, and that was supposed to, send shockwaves through the WWE universe. Everybody going and buying house shows to see, Albert versus John Cena, main eventing house shows, and nobody really liked the character. Tenzai, Tenzai did not get over with the people. Tenzai was supposed to be the hired hand of John Laurinaitis at the time, and it just didn't work out, and it just wasn't fun. But Kevin Owens, making that statement of basically his NXT championship is worth more than the United States Heavyweight Championship in WWE. It sort of gives NXT this real purpose behind it, and it gives John Cena sort of a real guy to be going up against. John Cena has really taken a lesser role since, I guess you can say, since maybe the Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, he was in the three-way for the World Heavyweight Championship. The match was him, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar. He lost that match and then went into a feud where he eventually won the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania. He wrestled on the middle of the card in a match that just really didn't have any fanfare behind it. He was a big part of it, of the success of WrestleMania, because he is, Mr. WWE. He's the guy on the tickets. He is the guy on the backpacks. He's just not the guy in the main event right now. They're going and they're featuring Brock Lesnar. They're featuring their new stars they're building up right now, which is the former members of the Shield. And he's a part of it. He's like the legend of the group. He's the sort of the golden boy, but he's just not the guy that's going to be carrying the championship. But as of right now, being the United States champion and losing a match to the NXT champion, I can understand the fact of why John Cena would want a rematch and why WWE would want a rematch to be booked so fast 2 weeks later at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. But honestly, this has trouble written all over it. I can see this is a match where John Cena gets his win back and then we go to a third win. Honestly, in Kevin Owens, when he debuted on Monday Night Raw, answering the challenge, coming out to fight John Cena, only to say that he would fight John Cena someday, but it would be on his own terms, and the fight wasn't going to be today. Honestly, he should take that same sort of that same sort of thing. He has something right now that not that many people can say that they have. They have a win in their folder over John Cena, which would make them an instant star in WWE. So now, why Kevin Owens would turn around and grant an immediate rematch to John Cena when he can be the ultimate heel right now and just say, John, I beat you. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I'm going to be entering into the Money in the Bank ladder match, and I'm going to be going after my chance to become the World Heavyweight Champion of WWE, because I want something better for me. I want something better for my family. That's the gimmick that he has. That he's a prize fighter, and he needs to move moving forward. I know WWE needs to sell tickets. I know WWE needs to sell subscriptions. Kevin Owens versus John Cena. The kids were all, upset in the front row because, their hero lost, and they don't get to see this guy lose so many times. We've seen him lost twice this year, though. Once to Rusev at Fastlane, and now once at Elimination Chamber to John Cena. I'm sorry, John Cena lost to Kevin Owens. But now as you're moving forward, if you do the rematch and you have Cena beat Kevin Owens, and then maybe even turn it around and you go into Battleground and you have another match, to try to have the payoff, it's just... The thing with feuds in WWE is that they go on too long, to the point where it doesn't even matter, because by the time you get to that last match, no one can even really remember why the feud started and why they're fighting. It would have been great for them to move on to something else, so that way when Kevin Owens and John Cena fight somewhere down the road, whether if it's 6 months, whether if it's a year, whether if it's a year and a half, somewhere down the road, or maybe even pair them up at a big WrestleMania. I know that that's way on down the road, and the chances that Kevin Owens is going to be headlining a WrestleMania in his first year going to WrestleMania are slim to none, and I know that a lot of people are thinking that maybe something like that is going to happen with a Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match, but dreams can happen, and that's why everybody likes to future book what's going to be going down to the company. But honestly, in my mind, if you bring that up, the fact of basically being able to say, hey John, I understand you want to challenge me, but remember what happened in the past when we fought last time. I beat you clean in the middle of the ring. No excuses, no fake referee bumps, no running in from a manager, no cheating because of any of the wrestlers in the back. It was man on man. We were in the ring, we beat the hell out of each other, but I won. It's a lot like when the Briscoes in ROH, when Mark challenged Jay for the championship a few years ago. Mark was able to bring up the fact that in his first match in Ring of Honor, he beat Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe might be walking around, he might be the champion of ROH right now, but I'm your little brother, and I beat you the one time that we fought, and I'll beat you again. And that's what built up that match to really be something. Because a lot of people look at Jay as the badass of the group, but it's true. Mark beat him, and it was a damn good match. But we'll see where we go from here. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I think it's going to be a great match. I think I'm going to be excited for it. I'm picking John Cena to get the win. I just wish that they would have thought about maybe moving this to where it mattered somewhere on down the road.